As you can see behind me, we've got over 900 students from over 40 districts across Florida, all the way from Escambia County out west down to Miami-Dade and everybody in between.
This is our first year, and it's just really exciting to see that conversation from 7 years ago finally be realized in such a great way.
Capture the Flag competitions are really designed to provide a sense of skills benchmarking. So an actual Capture the Flag competition is a cyber range that is designed for a number of activities and challenges. Some might be questions or puzzles that students have to work through together, or in some cases individually, to ultimately answer questions, or in what case would be capturing a flag.
One of the great things about our program is the collaboration and being able to form a community around the state. We have 43 districts here today, and we have some districts that don't have cybersecurity programs. We have some that only have one teacher, and then we have others that have very robust programs.
So we've had a couple of different designs behind today's event. One is the open, and that is just questions and just a cyber range, no instructions or no trivia. And the other was guided, and that's really open for the general student audiences.
Just seeing the response from the teachers in the schools for this has been great. We opened it up. You don't have to be a cyber teacher or an IT teacher, computer teacher. You could teach anything. And if you have kids in your class who are interested in learning about this, bring them over.
We try to accommodate anybody that just wants to learn about cybersecurity.
Some of our CTFs were designed kind of as puzzles, so they have like multiple layers where there's some chain flagging in there, and this is primarily in the open challenges where students aren't going to have a straight answer in front of them. They're going to have to work together, they're going to have to troubleshoot, they're going to have to test the models. There is some brute force attacks in there, so I think a lot of what the students are going to be experiencing in the open rounds, that's what we've designed specially for this event.
Like, what does this string mean? What is it asking me first? Is it asking me to find a file? Is it asking me for a password? Is it asking me for a username? And then from there, we slowly start to look at different ways you find this.
We have points coded behind the flags, and the way that we design these challenges is part trivia, but also part practical, so all students can participate. We want the event to be really open to everyone if they're just getting into cybersecurity, or they are really a little bit more seasoned, maybe have taken some IT and cyber courses. We want something for everyone.
So the first thing I try and do is, if I'm not exactly sure what it's asking me, I start looking up the keywords. How do you start a penetration test? And so you keep just going down that step until you figure it out.
If you're a penetration tester, you're literally paid to be a hacker. But obviously, hacker gets such a bad name and reputation from media being like, oh, hackers are doing all this bad stuff. Yes, but they're also hackers doing good stuff and protecting us too. Especially since everything is tech now. Even our fridges are smart. So we need someone to secure all of those things. And someone who is a hacker and has that hacker mindset has that ability to help secure those systems.
We're here to really promote white hat hackers, professionals that can help contribute to their organizations.
This is such a key component to building the cyber workforce. We're engaging these students, they're getting out, they're working together, they're also excited to be here to see what it's like to be in the community. Additionally, they're able to connect with and interface with industry professionals. We have over 50 different companies and organizations in the exhibitor hall next door that are talking to students, finding out about careers and opportunities in cyber.
One of the biggest challenges we've faced when we're developing a lot of these CTFs, and we've been running these for years, is, after the CTFs, the conversation just stops. But CTFs are really meant as a tool to bring together communities. So in this case, a lot of time and effort and work has been allocated in partnering with the 502 project, which we're really grateful for.
The 502 project is supporting CyberLaunch by effectively providing a digital back channel. So anyone who's on the 502 project today can hang around and ask questions of the professionals that we have there. We're also supporting by giving a few talks about the importance of the cybersecurity community in the workforce. And we're also kind of hanging around, just providing general support, answering questions, and taking some of our really fantastic team and making sure they're here to support the event more generally.
I'm a lot of the engagement. You'll see me out there talking to people. I do a lot of study with me's. I also run the invalid response team that they're currently competing right now. And I'm basically just your little social butterfly on there.
She could pop online and say, hey, I'm just studying for a little while. Like, come on and join me. All the way up to, we've got CISOs and other cybersecurity professionals coming out to do full workshops and events, all for free on the 502 project. So we really are trying to give the community a place to offer these kinds of programs, to have a community impact, and to really drive that kind of skill development through programming. But it's community-based programming. And even beyond that, that we're working to build challenges that connect with those events and other people.
Really, the sense of community that CTFs bring is enhanced by efforts like the 502 project, where you're trying to bring in everyone at the same place and continue that dialogue and continue the skills development.
What we're working to do is bring in a giant collective of people, different organizations, different groups, industry partners, colleges, universities. If we centralize the community, we can take all of these different events and we can make sure that they have the maximum possible impact, no matter where they are.